Some 500 relatives of people who disappeared with flight MH370 have held a memorial event in Malaysia ahead of the tragedy's 10th anniversary. 239 passengers and crew, most of them Chinese, were lost in 2014. After the most extensive search in aviation history, the plane's disappearance remains a mystery. Even though the official search ended years ago, some victims' relatives refuse to give up.
Zhang Hui has spent a decade demanding answers. His home is full of mementos of the long search for his mother and the plane she was on. The 70-year-old was returning from holiday when she disappeared, along with everyone else aboard Malaysia Airlines flight MH370.
The final result we want is to find our relatives. But firstly, of course, we need to find the plane. Whether it's looking for our relatives or the plane, nothing can be accomplished by sitting down and doing nothing.
But official search efforts ground to a halt years ago. Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 was heading to Beijing from Kuala Lumpur when it took off on March 8, 2014, only to turn west before disappearing from radar over the Indian Ocean. Investigators believe it flew on, only to crash into the sea somewhere west of Australia. But the wreckage has never been located. While pieces of the aircraft have washed up on the French island of Réunion and elsewhere on Africa's eastern coast, Australia, China and Malaysia suspended their joint search in 2017. A private US company hired by the Malaysian government to scour the seabed also came up empty-handed in 2018. Malaysian authorities say they're open to renewing the search if new leads arise, but for now it remains suspended. Zhang is heading back to Malaysia once again for the 10th anniversary of the plane's loss. Despite everything, he's still hopeful he'll someday know what happened to his mother.
I'm still quite optimistic about finding the plane, even though the journey over the past 10 years has left us wanting to cry, but having no tears left.
Even after a decade, Zhang isn't giving up on finding answers.
And for more, we can speak to Yi Huang. He is Professor for Electrical Engineering and Electronics at the University of Liverpool in the UK. Welcome to DW. So 10 years on, what happened to the Malaysia Airlines plane is still a mystery, and that all we know is that it disappeared from radar. What could have been behind that?
Yeah, because this is a very unusual case. Normally, we know where the accident happened, but in this case, we still don't know what happened to the aircraft, and it disappeared in a big ocean. And unlike on the land, we can have satellite imaging, aircraft to search, but in the ocean, it's so difficult. The normal tools we have are not possible to locate the aircraft. So that's why, despite enormous effort from governments, we still have no solution to find this aircraft. So that's a huge tragedy to families and actually for all of us.
Can you maybe explain to us what could have happened for a plane to disappear from the radar? Is that something that happens frequently or occasionally? So what's behind that?
Yeah, normally radar has a certain kind of operational distance. In this particular case, the aircraft disappeared basically without aircraft or radar coverage. So therefore, we don't have clue where the airplane has gone. So that's the kind of problem. Although the aircraft engine sends out some signals which indicate its location, but that signal is not frequent enough for us to accurately locate the aircraft. And also we have missed a crucial period of time because once there is an aircraft accident, the black box is supposed to send out a beacon, but that beacon actually doesn't last long, typically about 30 days. And so now the aircraft is passive, no information transmitted out. So therefore, we are not able to locate the aircraft. So to find the aircraft, it's a little bit like to find a needle in the ocean. That's really hard, if not to say impossible.
And are there any kind of innovations that could be tried that have not been tried yet?
That's a good question. After this accident, actually, people have tried to find possible solutions. Yeah, and because certainly the aircraft now is deep in the ocean, and the normal conventional, say, radar imaging, these tools are not suitable. So therefore, we need to use probably sonar-based imaging system. And so kind of possible approach is the autonomous underwater vehicle or submarine type of thing to search the ocean base. But the area is so large because we don't know exactly, even we know that kind of rough location, it would be still a difficult task. But in this particular case, we don't even have idea where it is, so it's really hard.
That was Professor Yi Huang from the University of Liverpool. Many thanks for your insights.
Thank you.